It's going to be a long night, and I'm going to be looking for a couple of three good movies because it did rain at 3 p.m., precisely as they called it, but it probably wasn't even a quarter of an inch. Then it started raining a little after they locked the front door to this clinic, and the clinic has been officially closed since 5 p.m. because, for one thing, the hypochondriacs really only come out in good weather. They knew that after the rain started that almost nobody would be coming in. And do you kind of notice what I noticed when I came up here? Actually, I noticed a couple weeks ago that, please, I talk a lot of smack about the fact that this is a clinic for hypochondriacs, but it serves a function. It keeps rich, overinsured people out of it from clogging up the emergency room. The hospital is only about a mile away. And I noticed about 3 weeks ago that those are variable voltage lights. You know how you gotta have dimmer lights inside of houses? And if you notice, actually that one they actually leave off. They're the one with the red light beside it. And so actually these three are all turned off for tonight, but as soon as you get around the corner, the other ones are. But they knew that on a night like this, my only options anywhere around here is either that bench, which is getting damp. That's where I've been sleeping for over 6 months. And they're backing me on it. The cops tried to rouse me a couple of times, and I kept reminding them, you don't have the cooperation of the owner. And they knew on a night like tonight, in which it might stop raining in an hour or two, it'll take that bench in this area, for a long time to dry up. And that I would probably sleeping right here tonight, sitting upright with my head leaning against the rock, just like I am right now. Can you see me? No, you probably can't. And there are some people in there that do care, and they left off. They always leave that one off. I'm not sure why. Maybe it's because they have a sensor next to it that they don't want interfered with, that little red light. But they left those two lights and that camera right there. That's my security. I'm not going, in Austin, if you're not on camera, you're as good as dead. Well, this round of rain and their little rendezvous didn't last very long. You might have saw that she was already pulling out. It's for some guy like, but please, what gave her away was she had already moved and parked over there somewhere, and he had already pulled up and acted like he was going to challenge me, and then pulled around. Then she came walking out with red Solo cup in your hand at this time of the day means I'm getting drunk. There's alcohol, there's beer, or a mixed drink in that cup. That's what red Solo cup means. And she walked around the side of the building as if to look to see, make sure nobody was parked around the corner about to bust them or something. I mean, my scenario is just as valid as anybody else's. Why would they meet in the rain just to switch something from one vehicle to another, or maybe have a little intimate chat? Hell no, they was getting it on. That was about a quick 3-minute shag. It didn't take them long. You remember, it's pretty easy to, and don't take a guy who's worked up, doesn't take him long. So, she may be one of my subscribers. For the lovely person who didn't hit those two switches and stuff, I really appreciate that, because it helps. It really does. Any little act of consideration. One day, I thought it was them, had left a bunch of packages of Cheetos and a bunch of water, and I left it here because I didn't want it. It wasn't, they didn't It actually may have been from the Culligan man guy or something, because he's always got access to them crunchy Cheetos. And then somebody from this staff took it all the way down and set it on top of my stuff down there, where I got angry and threw it out into the street. You know, I still ended up having to clean it up today. I'm sure feeling a lot better than I did inside of Walmart. I was just about to 911 it. They had like a really bad, it was carbon monoxide. The few times I've been around and been inside a building that has a burnout heat exchanger, that's the exact feeling you get. The burning eyes, the incredible just fatigue. You feel like you want to go to sleep. I felt like I wanted to go to sleep right in the middle of Walmart, in the middle of, must have been 1,000 people inside that building. It wasn't the fragrances, it was the bad air. But anyway, 6 minutes, that's long enough. I'm going to need to start watching some Cass Comerford videos. I like Cass Comerford because, see, I remember he has kind of a vocal styling kind of thing that's more like original country music used to be. Country music now is really bad vocals with rock and roll music. The country music that I listened to a little bit as a kid, because you just, you know, we didn't really, as a family, didn't really listen to music or watch TV much, except for my favorites, because for one thing, I was working all the time. They're outdoors, you know, adventuring. I was an adventurous kid. Matter of fact, I've been known to go out in the middle of the night. Maybe I'll tell you that story tonight. But I really want to thank whoever turned off those lights, because sitting here right now, almost nobody on the road, especially nobody who's looking through headlights, can even see me. They can't even tell I'm here because I'm not wearing, like, you know, high visibility colors. I'm all gray and black and beige, and sitting in the dark in the shade like this, I'm pretty much the invisible man right now. And that's it. Just wanted to say thanks for whoever, because I'm pretty sure that those are not burnt out. They're on independent switches. And there's also a voltage control, because when I first was coming up here during summertime and stuff like that, those lights were at night were bright as shit. And I don't mind, as long as the camera is guarding me against the people that come up here at night. I love the camera.